So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Venus, Understanding Venus video. Because in this video, we're going to try to understand Exalted Venus and some of the things and labels that we give to Exalted Venus that we need to be careful of. And as always, if you do not know where your Venus is placed, all the other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, my books, consultation, and link to my Academy, Magha Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently teaching conjunction secrets, and soon we'll be teaching the quick snapshot techniques of nakshatras. So today's video, it's more like a curiosity after research, because whenever we get interested in astrology and we just want to even learn the basics of astrology, we all get mesmerized by the terms like exalted sun, exalted Venus, exalted moon. And we get, kind of like intoxicated with these terms, but we truly don't understand what are they trying to say here. And intoxication being the obvious pun here, because one thing you have to realize with exalted Venus, like everybody who keeps telling me, stop drinking, your Rahu must be very bad, stop smoking, stop activating your Rahu is all over you. Yes, Rahu is smoke, Rahu is alcohol. You're absolutely correct on that. But what you're forgetting is this: the intoxication that you get from alcohol, from cigar, from weed, anything, is Venus. Venus is intoxication. Because which is the house of intoxication? Not drinking. If you're drinking something, that's the second house. You're drinking. But the intoxication that gets activated with it is the 12th house. What is the original 12th house? Original 12th house is the sign of Pisces, which is where Venus is exalted. This is why Venus is exalted in Pisces, because Shukra wants to be exalted by being intoxicated with God, intoxicated with Soma, intoxicated in its own world. For Venus, true unionship, true love that we all think we know and we have no idea what love is, it's actually the intoxication and love for the divine. This is why, if you look at it logically, the sign of Libra is the Mool Trikon sign of Venus, meaning the office, the head office of Venus. Venus rules two signs, Taurus and Libra. Taurus is like a vacation home. Libra is the head office. Sign of Pisces is 6 places away from Libra. So if you count counterclockwise from Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, the 6th place. 6th place is the original 6th house of obstacles, troubles, disputes, fights, litigation. So why is Venus then exalted 6th place from itself? Have you thought about that? Because Venus says, I am not going to find my intoxication and my high by being in these human relationships and human marriage. I am going to fight off and let go of it, because my intoxication is in Pisces. It's in the 12th house. And if I have to fight this house of Libra of mine, which is my own house, I'm willing to do it. But for me, my highest form of self is being intoxicated. And literally, you can find Venus exalted, a person will be into doing drugs or drinking. Or on the other hand, you will find people married with someone, and if an individual has Venus in Pisces, let's say a man has Venus in Pisces, because Venus represents a wife, Jupiter represents the husband. So if a man has Venus in Pisces, They will get a spouse who may never have drunk in their life, they may never have done drugs, but they'll be intoxicated in their own world. They'll be intoxicated in their own world. They will not like everybody who has this basic thing of astrology. I have an exalted this, exalted that, and they are naturally looking for exalted Venus. Oh, I want a woman with exalted Venus. Oh, I have exalted Venus, that means I'm going to get everything that I want through the woman. And that is not the case. Because for normal men, lust, sex, romance, physical love, physical touch is what makes them feel loved. Is what makes us all feel loved. Why? Because we are stupid. We are the lower class of the cosmic caste system. We are the lowest caste. If you want to think about the caste system, forget the human caste system. I'm talking about the cosmic caste system. We're the lowest form. So for us, dealing with these five senses is what gets us going, turns us on, gets us erect. But Venus is trying to be exalted in the sign of Pisces, which is the other astral world, where you are intoxicated with complete bliss of God, bliss of a being. So if somebody comes in front of you, you're not looking at this lustful object. You're looking at them who they are. Oh, wow. You are this husband that I had 50 lifetimes ago. How are you? You are my mother from 18 lifetimes ago. How are you? They will not be looking at, oh, this is a man, this is a woman. They'll be looking at the relationship, something higher. Oh, wow, you are this face of God. I never knew that. Now imagine if you did that with somebody normal. You're going on a date, on a first date. Oh, wow, I see this face of God in you. They'll be like, oh, God, you're one of those people. And they'll leave. And nothing will happen. And I've said this before too, like, people keep trashing debilitated Venus. People keep trashing debilitated Venus. Oh, I have this debilitated Venus. Oh, my marriage life is going to suck. Oh, I'm dating a girl with a debilitated Venus, or I'm dating a man with a debilitated Venus. I don't know if I should be with him. I hear all these things. And I've said this before. Some of the most stunning, passionate, lustful, romantic people you will run into is actually debilitated Venus. Especially Venus in Chitra and Uttara Falguni, which are the nakshatras, the constellation in the sign of Virgo. Like, those people who walk in the room and you're like, whoa, okay. That's Venus in Virgo, not Venus exalted. You know what the best example of an exalted Venus is? Is Ananta Moima. I got introduced to Ananta Moima through Yogananda's book, Autobiography of a Yogi, which I listened to every time I complete it, I restart it. It's like I've already read the book 5-6 times in 1 or 1.5 years. And in there, towards the end, he goes back to India and meets with Ananta Moima, who has been intoxicated with God consciousness. She does not eat, does not drink. She only eats or drinks if her followers give her something. Her husband quit being her husband and became her disciple. That's exalted Venus. And actually, she has exalted Venus in her chart. She no longer cares for this lust and love of earthly, bound. She wants to graduate to the next higher class. The problem is this, like I said, our senses are so, washed out, being in this human plane, that we just don't know what is right, what is wrong. Like, we keep thinking, oh my God, I wish I could be as beautiful as that actress. Oh my God, I wish I could be that hot hunk male model that every woman is after and nobody's after me. You have been everything that you have desired. Remember that. you have been everything that you have desired. You've been a president, you've been a governor, you have been a musician, you have been that model, you have been that actress, you have been that athlete, you have been that mathematician, you have been that physicist. And because in this particular life, you can barely do 2 plus 2 or barely do a fraction, does not mean that you have never understood the highest form of mathematics. That could have been your 10 lifetimes. Let's say your 150th lifetime, you were the greatest mathematician known in this world. And you're now coming as this person who can barely pass math exams, and you're wondering, what is wrong with me? Why? There's always a lesson behind it. The reason why you feel stupid because of the fact when you were so intelligent, where you could do any mathematics anytime, you can predict things in astrology anytime, you became arrogant. Your ego rose. And what happens? You ignored your family. You ignored love. You ignored compassion. So now what does Mercury do? Mercury is like, I'll let this get out of hand with this particular soul. All right. I'm gonna block a certain area in this person's brain. In this particular life and this particular life. I'm gonna have them not understand anything about mathematics, logic, statistics. Because of the fact I want my best friend Venus to be much more strong in their chart so they can understand what love is. They've had enough lessons of mathematics. They've had enough lessons of calculus and physics. In this particular life, they need to understand love. And once you understand how life works, how real life works, then you start understanding these concepts of exaltation and debilitation. Because if you are a man or a woman who want to be in a spiritual union and spiritual partnership with someone where you both, let's say, have sex once a month, but the rest of the time you guys are doing sadhana. You guys are wanting to be intoxicated with God consciousness. You want to experience something higher than this worldly, experience that you have. Then exalted Venus is something you want to search for. But if you're somebody who is looking for that regular, lower form of lustful behavior with sex and romance and bringing flowers and gifting something and you getting something in return, then you can look for any other type of a scenario. Because in that case, if you're going to find this higher and divine Venus type woman in your life, you're not going to be able to handle that. Because you'll be like, oh my God, she's not saying anything, it's not doing anything. This is not exalted Venus. No, it is exalted. It's just like above your stupid consciousness. And once you understand this, once you become aware of this, oh my God, my consciousness actually is stupid, then you actually start respecting these planets. Then you start respecting an exalted planet and a debilitated planet. Because remember, we have been everything that we desire. If somebody desired to be Sachin Tendulkar in cricket, well, you have been that at some point in your life in some other sport. You were the god of that particular sport. But the reason why we don't remember these things, because first of all, if we remembered all our lives, we'll be thinking about those past lives. We won't care about this life. We will be thinking, oh my God, that was my dad like 18 lifetimes ago and 7 lifetimes ago. And my God, it was such a great relationship. Oh, that was my wife. And you'll be doing this for entire life because you'll have so much to think about. This is why all of these things are blocked and suppressed. Because you just have to do the work here. Do the work now. Learn the lesson now. Just because you're bad in mathematics and science, it's okay. You've already accomplished that. You graduated. Forget that you care to ever know these things. Focus on what you are easily able to do, which is what? Let's say you love. You can act. Let's say you can do astrology. Let's say you can make music videos. You can work in a non-profit organization and help, hungry children. Well, that's it. That's what you were missing in your lives. You're completing that now. And if you run away from it, because there are these, hints of past life patterns, like, why am I not good at this? I know I'm good at this. Why am I not good at this? I want to be good at this. And you're just being lost again. Because until this is complete, you can't move forward, because once you die and that soul comes into its true consciousness, then it's like, oh my God, I'm here thinking about I can do fractions. I know the highest of mathematics. Well, geez, but guess what? Wow. Now I know what love is like. Now I know what commitment is like of marriage. So start understanding the world through this and stop putting things in like these blocks. Exalted Venus, debilitated Venus, exalted Sun, debilitated Sun, because they all have their own place. It may not be vibrating with you, but it may vibrate with someone else. Okay? So anyway, guys, this was my little explanation of exalted Venus and how to really understand a planet. Because just with this one planet, you should be able to understand all the other planets when they're exalted and debilitated. Okay? So anyway, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your planets are placed, all the other astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.